Hello everybody, my name's Narakto and welcome to World of Tanks. I just thought I'd share with you this battle I recently had to show that sometimes it's only your presence that's sort of required to sometimes win the game. I'm playing in my SU-101, the Tier VIII Russian TD, because I'm trying to grind my way to the Object 268v4, which I believe is still quite an adversary in this game. I've had my eyes on it for a while, but I've had a break from playing World of Tanks, so I'm just starting to get back into it and trying to do my best. So as you can see, statistic-wise, the teams are, they've got a couple of good players. They've got an AMX-13 who has 60% win rate, a 55% win rate, and 54% win rate, all in a platoon. Already not exactly statistically the best matchup for us, especially if you see that I have some of the worst statistics on my team. Admittedly, don't have a lot of battles, but hey, what can you do? I decided to set up sort of in this bush at the beginning of the game. On looking back, I realised I probably should have set up somewhere where I could have sniped those tanks as they were heading up on the hill. But, you can only play, learn, and get better as the game goes on. So I'm just looking up here because I know that there's a panther over there. If you look on the mini-map, we're outside of my view range, and I can tell by looking at the mini-map and the direction that he's behind the rock, so there's no chance of me possibly getting him. I see the comets pushing forward, so I know he's about to light up some tanks, but sadly I can't really shoot them. I see the T-44s poking his head out slightly, but I don't really have much of an angle on them. I noticed the P-43 and go, finally, here's a shot. I also know that he's one of those guys in the platoon. He's one of the three in the platoon. The 60% win rate, thankfully, my team has shut down as he tried to push up onto the hill. So that's one of the three main threats of this game. So I put a round into him, make him regret his decisions of leaving his tank exposed for so long. And I'm just sitting in this bush, protecting this flank, and I'm not pushing forward too much because I can see my team has just completely left this flank wide open for the enemies to just come right around and try and stop us. Really, So all this flank down here, all these tanks can just push all the way around. Right up, try and get straight into me, and we've got no one really spotting them and no way to stop them. So I'm just sitting here in this bush as like the last line of defense. I don't know exactly how this battle over here is going. It sort of seems to be a neck on neck sort of thing. Oops, sorry. I should probably change back to my view instead of the sky view. I left clicked my mouse accidentally, so. My fault. Anyway, so there's a lot of boringness happening at the moment. Let me just talk about this SU-101. Oh, here we go. T-44 pokes his head out. I shoot him. My logic there was, okay, these lights haven't been lit for a long time. They've probably been slowly sneaking their way around. I'm going to go get in a position where if they do push around this corner, I'll be able to spot them and stop them. And fair enough. I get there, and just as I get there, they start pushing around that corner. So, prediction confirmed. I was able to stop that. Now I'm trying to use the mountain to my left as some sort of barrier protection from the artillery fire that may or may not be raining down upon me at some point. But because I am quite an open position, and even though I know the artillery is trying to probably focus down the Oni or the KV-4 up the north, I also know that I'm probably a much easier shot for their artillery. So I'm just keeping an eye on this corner, hoping none of them really push forward, because I know that there's an ISU-152, there's a T-44. Speaking of T-44, he's seems to have pushed around the corner in a different angle somehow and dodged my view. That's okay. I didn't even notice, by the way, the T-20 dying while playing the game until I zoomed out just then. I went, oh, there's a corpse there. Well, I guess I'm alone. So the only tanks I have in my immediate vicinity to help me are the WZ-120 and the GW Panther. And the Centurions in the mid are kindly lighting up the T-44 and the Guard at the moment. I think I try and poke up a little bit, but I know that there's probably a P-43 still trying to aim at me, or the ISU-152. I just do not want to get shot by them, especially being the only tank on this flank stopping a rush. And it's more to assert my presence, say, hey, I'm here, guys, don't try anything stupid. And I think it worked, because they just kind of sit there, slowly creeping around this corner, hoping to get some shots on me. But the front armor on this tank is quite impressive. I can't remember quite the statistics, but the frontal armor on this particular tank is quite impressive. As long as you keep your lower hull, here sort of defended, it's very hard for them to pen you, especially in a top tier game. As you can see, they managed to pen me straight through the bottom there for some damage. Now the P-43 was firing because I was hit, and because I knew his last known position, and I aligned the direction of his shots coming in to my tank, I was able to blind fire him successfully and kill him, which is a huge help, because he was really hindering me being able to hold down this position as best I could. Now, the Leo bounced me just then. I'm hiding my lower hull, as I said before, and thus he's having quite a difficult time penning me. I'm on 167 health. Artillery's hitting me. I'm being attacked all around. There's a T-44. There's a Leo. At this moment in time, I'm pretty sure I'm done for, because the Leo's just up there. He's full health. There's no way. If he rushes around that corner, there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. The WZ's far too far back to help me out here. So I am just literally sitting here, waiting to die, hoping I can get one or two more shots off before that happens. But the thing is, just my presence here, for some unknown reason, the Leo on their side, with 41,000 battles, who should know better, is just not doing anything. And I'm just sitting here going, where is this Leo? I know he's around here somewhere. I see the ISUs popped up in the mid behind me, and I would like to do it, but I would like to turn around and shoot him, but I know that there's a Leo in front of me who, once again, just poked out, spotted me just to see if I'm still there, and yes, I'm still there, Mr. Leo, just chilling around, hoping you don't spot me and kill me. I know if I try and turn around and shoot this ISU-152, then I will leave my rear exposed and basically just killing myself at that point. So I'm not getting much damage, I'm not getting much spotting, I'm not getting much bounces. I'm not really doing statistically anything for my team right now. But realistically, looking at this map, I am the only one that is stopping the T-44 and the Leo from charging through, going straight into our base, killing our artillery, flanking the WZ-120, and then the whole team being able to come round and flank the T-29 and the Oni on the enemy's side. I don't know what the status is of my allies up north, because they're out of my view range, but I do see that they are outnumbered, and at this point I'm thinking, well, this is a lost game. Like, I see the Oni and the T-29 outnumbered by like a low KV-3, a 53 TP. They're falling back. The enemy's pushing forward. I think, no, this is the end. Nothing else I can do now except sit here and wait to die. But I've been sitting here for like minutes now, and there's just nothing. I don't know where this T-44 is. I know the Leo has creeped back around to the left there, possibly to try and get shots on the Centurion in the middle, but I have no idea where the T-44 is. I don't know what they're doing. Are they just sitting around this corner hoping that I'll magically fade out of existence? I decide, now that I know the Leo has moved way to the left, that I can try and sneak back into these bushes and see if I can light up where they are. I don't see anything, so I decide to fall back behind this mountain cover to get more protection from that artillery, because I know that if their arty were to if they did light me, oh, there's the T-44 poking out, bang, dead. He tried to sneak away. The T-44 tried to sneak around to those buildings because he thought I was still in that bush. He thought I was still in that bush up ahead, but because I had fallen back, he wasn't. I had a much better shot on him, and then the T-44 very stupidly decided to stop and try and basically do a snapshot on me, which was a mistake for him. He should have just plowed forward and hid behind the building and then try and did a pot shot on me after he'd gone invisible. It would have been a much better time for him. Now I'm proxy spotting the Leo, which I don't know why the Leo has moved to this position, but he is now completely useless. The Centurion on our side can now take shots at this Leo if he wanted to. I don't think he ends up doing that. I think he tries going for the Panther, but still. T-44 dead. I see the Panthers way up there. So my only threats right now are their artillery, which I'm using the big massive rock I'm next to stop that from ever happening. I know that their artillery can shoot me if they try and get to the A45 area, but I also know they're not there because my T-29's there. He'd be able to spot them. And the Centurion just poked over to try and shoot the Panther, and, well, didn't light any artillery, so I know I'm safe from arty that way. The Leo's just tried to poke up and shoot me there, but my WZ has decided to swing round and prioritise defending this flank rather than helping the other flank, which, thankfully, my team has won. Yes, it's just a very interesting game where we could have definitely 100%, and we should have lost this game because they should have pushed straight around through this flank, steamrolled everyone, and just destroyed us. Ouch, Artie just splashed me there. I'm a one-shot. I decide, you know what? If I'm going down, I'm going to put a round into this Leo while I'm doing it. I completely misjudge my tractions, and I'm like, yep, there we go, kill me. But the Leo doesn't. What is he doing? The Leo he just starts firing away. He tries to shoot the almost full health WZ instead of focusing on me. I don't understand why he would not try and take the one-shot tank and try and get an extra kill instead of just... But instead he tries to focus the full health TD. And I think their artillery was thinking the same because their artillery fired a shot at the WZ instead of at me again. And I'm just here right now, I'm thinking, wow, I should have died 5-6 minutes ago in this game. But they've just completely ignored me and instead thought me a absolute overpowered threat who has been a one-shot this whole time and unable to really push or do anything. And all I had to do was sit there. It was a very boring game for me, but just in the act of me sitting there, standing my ground, I fully denied them from pushing this flank, from securing the game and allowing my team enough time to put their act together and go for victory. So as you can see here, it wasn't a spectacular result by any means. It was only a second class badge. Team score wise, wasn't even the best on my team. I did break 1,000 experience points base, but damage wise, not even the best on my team, just second best. Pretty average game, to be honest. I did make a fair amount of credits because of the mission boosters that I had that day, but there is nothing spectacular about this game statistics wise. I just really wanted to share this game to show that sometimes all that is needed to win a game in World of Tanks is just your presence and just being in the right position, holding down the enemy, and just waiting and hoping that your team can just do the work, basically. I protect the flank of my team while they push forward for victory. And that's sometimes all that is needed. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you can take this, maybe learn a little bit I'll try. I stream on Twitch regularly. Come over and join me on that if you want. And yeah, we'll have a good time together. All right, catch you for now. Keep bouncing. My name's Naracto. See ya.